In a world of shifting sands, where kingdoms stood on the edge of a knife, alliances were as fragile as spun glass. Imagine a time when the fate of nations hung in the balance, a time just before a single day would redraw the maps of history forever. Picture a vast, misty plain at the break of dawn. The air is cool and damp, carrying the scent of wet earth and distant campfires. A slow, silver river snakes its way through the landscape, its surface like a mirror reflecting the pale, pre-dawn sky. This is a stage, a quiet, almost serene canvas upon which a story of immense consequence is about to unfold. The world holds its breath, unaware that by dusk, everything will have changed. At the heart of this unfolding drama are two leaders, men of flesh and blood, bearing the weight of their people's hopes and fears. On one side, a seasoned commander, his face a testament to countless campaigns, his eyes holding a quiet resolve. He is driven by a deep sense of duty, a promise made to his ancestors to protect their legacy. He spent the final hours before dawn in solitude, tracing lines on a worn map, his mind a whirlwind of strategy and contingency. On the other side, a younger, more audacious leader, fueled by a vision of a new world order. His ambition is a fire in his heart, but it is tempered by a genuine love for his soldiers. He walked among his troops as they slept, his expression a mixture of determination and the profound burden of sending men into harm's way. In these quiet, personal moments, choices were made that would echo through eternity. As the first hint of light pierces the eastern horizon, a hush falls over the sprawling camps. This is the calm before the storm. Soldiers move with a practiced quietness, checking their gear, sharpening blades not with bravado, but with a focused solemnity. The air is thick with unspoken thoughts. Around dying campfires, men share a last sip of water, their faces illuminated by the soft glow. Some clutch small tokens from home, a carved wooden bird, a lock of a child's hair. Others bow their heads in whispered prayer, their words swallowed by the vastness of the morning. A young soldier, his hands trembling slightly, folds a letter he has just written, a letter filled with words of love and longing, and tucks it safely inside his tunic. There is no shouting, no chaos, only a profound, collective tension, an army of individual heartbeats waiting for the single drumbeat that will signal the beginning. And then it begins. Not with a roar, but with a ripple of movement, as deliberate and graceful as a tide turning. Formations shift across the field, banners rising slowly into the morning air. The initial maneuvers are a complex dance of strategy, each side testing the other's resolve, probing for weakness. The commanders, watching from high ground, direct their forces with subtle gestures, their plans unfolding like a grand, silent symphony. The sun climbs higher, and the morning mist begins to burn away, revealing the sheer scale of the forces arrayed against each other. It's in the small moments that the true story is told. A messenger, his face streaked with sweat, sprints across the field, his message a single, vital piece of information that could alter everything. A standard bearer, seeing his comrade fall, risks everything to retrieve the fallen banner, holding it high as a beacon of unbroken spirit. These individual acts of courage and sacrifice are the threads from which the larger tapestry of the battle is woven. Every battle has a turning point, a single, pivotal moment where the scales of fate tip decisively. Here, it was a daring, unexpected maneuver. As the afternoon sun beat down, one commander, seeing a fleeting opportunity, a momentary lapse in his opponent's line, made a choice that defied conventional wisdom. He committed his elite reserve forces to a seemingly impossible charge, a gamble that could have led to ruin. For a tense, breathless period, the outcome hung in the balance. The air crackled with suspense as the two forces collided. It was a combination of audacious bravery and sheer luck. The charge broke through, shattering the enemy's formation and sending waves of confusion through their ranks. This single act of ingenuity, this one courageous decision made in the heat of the moment, became the fulcrum upon which the entire day, and indeed the future, would turn. History held its breath and then exhaled in a new direction. As the sun begins its slow descent, an eerie quiet settles over the field. The clash of steel has faded, replaced by the weary sighs of exhausted soldiers. The ground, once a stage 4 grand strategy, is now a silent testament to the day's struggle. Leaders, their faces etched with the strain of command. Look out upon the aftermath, their initial feelings of victory or defeat slowly giving way to a profound sense of reflection. The immediate consequences are clear, but the long-term impact is only beginning to dawn. This one day has not just ended a conflict, it has reshaped the world. Borders that had stood for generations would be redrawn. Old powers would crumble, and new ones would rise from the ashes. Trade routes would shift. Cultures would begin to merge in new and unexpected ways. And alliances once thought unbreakable were now shattered forever. The world that woke up this morning no longer exists. A new era, born from the crucible of this single day, has begun. Looking back, we see the immense weight of it all. The weight of choices made in the quiet of dawn. The weight of courage shown in the face of impossible odds. The weight of timing, where a single moment can define a century. It's a powerful reminder of how history, that grand and sprawling story, can hinge on the events of one day, one decision, or even one person's unyielding spirit. As dusk settles, imagine the battlefield once more. The sky is painted in soft hues of orange and purple. The river flows on, indifferent to the human drama that played out on its banks. The field is at peace, silent and still, holding the echoes of the day not as a scar, but as a quiet memory. It's a landscape of reflection, inviting us to consider the fine threads that connect the past to our present. And so, as you settle into rest, let this story be a gentle companion. History is not always a chaotic storm. Sometimes, it is a quiet river, carrying its lessons softly through time. The past is a storybook filled with moments of courage, choice, and consequence. Allow yourself to drift off, imagining these stories not as loud battles, but as whispers from long ago, tales of human spirit that shape our world in ways we are still discovering. Let your mind be calm, and your rest be deep. Thank you for listening, and may your dreams be peaceful. Follow for more stories to calm your mind.